You know, I'm sure that most deer hunters have heard that white-tailed deer are edge creatures, but I wonder just how many hunters really know the true definition of the term edge creature.
From the Pages of is brought to you by Muzzy Broadheads, bad to the bone, and by Thompson Center Arms, America's master gunmaker.
In my third book, Proven Whitetail Tactics, I wrote that white-tailed deer often have been described as edge creatures. I firmly believe that no more accurate description of the species exists. In the same breath, however, I also believe that a constant touting of the edge creature description has left many hunters with the wrong mental image. Regardless of the type of habitat, there are a number of different types of edges that usually exist within the bounds of available whitetail cover. But what I want to talk about here are hidden edges. And depending upon the big variable, namely hunting pressure, whitetails normally relate to all the different types of hidden edges. My favorite type of edge to hunt for mature whitetails are cover edges. Cover edges can be found where an expanse of rather open forest butts up to a much thicker piece of cover. It's there, right on the edge of the transition from open to thick forest, where one normally finds the majority of big buck sign. Obviously, this is where you need to concentrate your hunting efforts. Edges can also be created by water. In fact, water plays a larger role in creating edge situations than any other natural factor. And it makes no difference if that water is in the form of a creek, river, beaver pond, or lake. If the water is located in an area frequented by whitetails, and if it's in a hidden spot, you can rest assured that the resident deer will be using the edges of the natural barrier created by the water. Lastly, I want to talk about edges created by fence lines. Most notably, I'm talking about fence lines that snake through timbered areas separating pastured ground from non-pastured ground. In most areas, cattle and whitetails simply don't cohabitate, and it's been my experience that to avoid mixing with cattle, deer sometimes will follow in-woods fence lines for great distances, which means they can be super active trophy whitetail travel routes. Of course, merely setting up along hidden edges does not guarantee a big buck every time out. However, if used properly, this strategy should help increase your success rate. Remember, hunt hard, but always hunt safe.
From the Pages of has been brought to you by Muzzy Broadheads and by Thompson Center Arms.